in your newsletter, you said that your view on the Indian markets is more sanguine than most market commentators, and the view is based, and I read out, the view is based on the on-ground reality that we see as we engage with various distributors and retailers of our portfolio companies. Now, Abhay, take some time and tell us some of the key findings that have come to you in the month of October as you would have done this exercise.
So I would go beyond October also. I would
okay, sure.
August, pre-festive season. That is when we were talking to two-wheeler distributors, and two-wheeler distributors have had a horrid time over last 5 years. You have seen one-way drop in volumes. Started before COVID, didn't stop after COVID. For the first time, we heard the auto distributors, the two-wheeler distributors tell us that, look, we are telling the OEMs that we have very, very small inventory compared to what we are seeing in terms of inquiries, because they first see inquiries. If inquiries are good, then they get the confidence that there will be sales and there will be deliveries. And people typically don't want to wait too long for deliveries. You go to a Hero Moto guy and you say, okay, how long will it take me to get a motorcycle? If he says 3 months, you go to Bajaj says 2 months, then TVS says 1 month. You would probably go with, because you want it in the festive season. So all the distributors were telling us that we are telling the OEMs to boost inventory. Pre-COVID, the inventory levels used to be 60 days, 65 days. And recently they had fallen to 20, 25 days. So there was a worry that, look, the demand inquiries are there, it will translate to demand, how will we supply? So we saw that coming up again and again, that there is almost a panic before festive season, that is there adequate inventory in the system. Then what we started seeing also is a demand for home improvement post-COVID. People said, look, I'm redoing my house. I haven't done anything for last 3-4 years. And I saw this, I can't afford to buy a Jaguar fitting, which is made of stainless steel, and it is a 2,000 rupee product. But I don't want a plastic cheap fitting also that cracks, every year. So I'm happy to pay for a branded bathroom fitting, So what I will pay normally, 17 rupees for a simple tap, PVC tap, I'm happy to pay 40 rupees, 50 rupees, as long as you can tell me that it will look good and it will not break. So there is an upgradation of that demand. It is not at the city demand level. So I don't think Jaguar would find a market in these places, but there are companies like Astral, Apollo Pipes who make better quality bathroom fittings of PVC. They will find a market. So I think if I triangulate these kind of, not anecdotal, but factual experiences, then it is, we are seeing that there is demand, and also it is backed by income. If you look at it, government has improved the MSP by double in last 3 years. So it's not that farmers are, hand to mouth. They're making good money, and the Manrega is giving jobs, employment. We have some of our investors who are in real estate business, and they constantly tell us that 20% of the labor force hasn't come back from the village post-COVID. And what they used to pay a worker 600 rupees pre-COVID, it has gone up to 1,200 rupees, now. So that's the daily wage rate in Mumbai now for a laborer, for a simple unskilled laborer. So what is clearly happening is that people are not moving to urban towns as they used to earlier, because those opportunities are presenting themselves in wherever they are. So I think that's a big shift. Yeah.
But that's interesting, because just conversely, when you hear the commentaries from Dabur or the results from a Dabur or HUL, etc., rural hasn't fired in Q2. If anything, rural has suffered. So where is this dichotomy between what these companies are saying versus what your channel checks are suggesting, Abhay?
So I think, again, we did check this, and we said, look, Sanjeev Mehta of Lever is saying that rural is still not firing, and some of the other guys. But really, what is happening there, Neeraj, is that people have more options. So, and they are going beyond the traditional Lever, ITC, Dabur kind of products. There are local products. And they're not, again, I would not use the word down trading. They're not trying to save cost, though these guys did raise prices in last 3 months, and they had to protect margins. But I think that led to a volume share loss for them in rural areas. And now they're fixing it by dropping prices. If you heard, if you saw recently last week, Lever, everybody announced that they're dropping prices. And that's to fight back for the volumes, because these rural areas have options now. There are other companies which are meeting the demand for soap, detergent. There are very good local products that haven't made it to national level, but they are very strong local products for snacks, for cold drinks. So I think it's just a volume shift from large guys to smaller guys there.